Because in order to appreciate the concept of an atom, why an atom? Why choose an atom? Because in order to control others, you have to start with yourself. If you lack self-control, the control that you're going to be expressing outside of yourself will be that which is happening within yourself. If you're in conflict with yourself, you create a conflicting aspect of control. If you notice, the energy of the world right now is, if you progress further in life, you create the aspect of jealousy in people. Why? Because everyone wants to be where you are, not where they are supposed to be, where they want to be. Because people have been given this perspective that their desires and the other person's desires are the same. Because people want to be in groups. In order to appreciate the concept of group, you have to study yourself first. Because grouping is not a bad word. Grouping is there to share perspectives, thoughts, ideas, interests, hobbies, entertainment. The list can just go all the way to infinity. Because as I know, I think the concept of control is here is a perspective of bad leadership, good leadership. How does that happen? So if you hear people talking about the concept of good leadership, is what they feel being reciprocated in relation to their truth of their desires, which people call needs. People don't like using the word desire. They think it looks devilish. Because not in that series, Lucifer asked people, what do you desire? Without desire, how can you be able to move? Because so many words have been demonized. All this censoring of words, everything was created good. People think certain words can turn in certain ways. It is lack of self-control that makes people misuse certain words. Because everyone wants to control that which is outside themselves to be safe. The word is to be safe, but are you really safe? Because if you're still in conflict with yourself, every other word, you'll keep creating all these community guidelines to keep going over and over again. You never stop. It's what? Let's just cool off on that. Okay, let's cool. That which you seek to control has to start from within. And if that which is within yourself you are unable to control, then that which is also outside yourself, it will be difficult to control. The same fear you have within yourself start expanding out. The people who you control will start depicting the same energy you feel within yourself. If people are appreciating your aspect of control, that means they are benefiting from it. They will reciprocate that energy. But if people feel the energy is not actually appreciating within themselves, they will also show it. So you see countries where there's an aspect of this bad leadership. Sometimes it's not really bad leadership, it's certain countries wanting to control other countries, like I mentioned in previous videos about the Gregorian and the angels. It's not the pride that creates war, it's the fear. Because if someone bullies you, you happen to be in a gang, they have this fear that you're going to retaliate with your gang. So they will want to put as many threats on you as possible. You see, because the reason why we mention the aspect of control is that's the word narcissists like to use. And why do they like controlling? Because within us, every other word is a component within us. That's the sum total of all words that were created are within us. So if that word that is within you, you are unable to express it within yourself, you will try to push it outside yourself. So that positive charge within yourself that you fail to appreciate, you're going to push it out. So if you push it out, it will move with those electrons as well. Which means you'll try to control a section, to create a section of control. Because you notice right now the world is very, very uncreative, let's put it that way. Why is it that there is no longer just new things, it's just recycled concepts? Even in technology, you notice there's a lot of recycled concepts. Why is the world functioning like that? It's because when you control things without having to learn your own self-control, you'll not be able to appreciate their full potential. You will always limit them because you have already limited yourself. I mentioned if you have traumas, trauma is like just replace the concept of trauma with a homework. Which you keep procrastinating. Just keep postponing, you keep postponing your schedules. What happens when you keep postponing things? They keep piling up. Or what happens when you avoid them? Pile up. And once they pile up, it becomes too much. So if it becomes too much, because you pile up all your homework and you want to keep up with other students. So what happens when you pile your homeworks and you're told to do them? While other students have completed their homeworks, it will take you quite some time to complete them. While you are trying to complete them, you're also trying to catch up with other people. Which means what will you do most of the time? You will copy from other people. Mimicry. In order to catch up. But it is not satisfying because it doesn't feel organic, so you start being angry with yourself. If you notice the energy of these so-called leaders or people who are put in positions of power, because they are not leaders in any way, shape or form,